Hi, don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. What you expect to know: how your body metabolizes beans and legumes on all the four blood types O, A, B, and AB. Let's break down what is grouped into. The 12 types of food is grouped into highly beneficial, which you need to be eating, neutral, neither is good nor does it have an ill effect on your system, so you can eat them occasionally, and avoid foods you should eliminate from your diet, and also how much of it you need to be eating on a weekly basis. Let's get into it. The link to video on food charts for your blood type is in the description below. Type O: beans and legumes. You don't utilize beans particularly well. They inhibit the metabolism of other more important nutrients such as those found in meat. Type A: you do very well on vegetable protein that is found in beans and legumes. Type B: you can eat some of them. Type AB: you have a mixed reaction to them. Type O: a number of them contain harmful lectins that don't do any good to you. Type A: soya beans has a lectin called genistein that may help protect people with your type against certain cancers. Its main flavons does a wonderful job of healing the delicate lining of your blood vessels. This evidence that it stimulates the receptors in fat cells called PPARs, which activates the fat bursting genes which is dormant in you. Type B: many of the beans like lentils, garbanzos, black-eyed peas, and pintos have lectins that interfere with your metabolism and cause imbalance to your bacterial population in your gut called dysbiosis, and they may also increase inflammation. You shouldn't be eating any of these. Type AB: beans contain food lectins, and since you have double AB antigen, you provide them twice the opportunity to create problems. Type O: there are exceptions. A couple of highly beneficial beans actually strengthen your digestive tract and balance your bacterial population in your gut. Type A: you should be eating tofu because it's nutritionally complete food, it is high in protein, and it's inexpensive. Type AB: some of these foods are idiosyncratic to your type. You should eat soya products like tofu on a regular basis, along with some meat and dairy products. Type O: over and above, be sure to eat beans in moderation occasionally as a side dish. Type A: having said all these about beans and legumes, you need to be watchful. There are some that don't do good to you. Kidney, lima, navy, and garbanzo, they have lectins that decrease the production of insulin, which is a main factor for obesity and diabetes. So watch out. Type O: the highly beneficial group chart of beans and legumes for blood type O has adzuki bean and black-eyed pea. Type A: the highly beneficial group chart of beans and legumes for blood type A. Let's pick the ones with Ki plus Sun and find out how they benefit you. They are Great Northern Bean, soybean, and soybean cheese. They improve your carbohydrate metabolism and help with your weight loss goals. Let's pick the ones with Ki upward arrow. Black bean, Great Northern Bean, lentil sprouted, natto, pinto bean sprouted, soybean sprouted, and soybean tempeh. They increase your bacterial population diversity and discourage imbalance in your gut. Type B: the highly beneficial group of beans and legume chart for blood type B has kidney bean, lima bean, and navy bean. Type AB: from the highly beneficial group of beans and legumes chart for blood type AB, let's pick the one with Ki plus sign and find out how they benefit you. Soya bean tofu. They improve your carbohydrate metabolism and help with your weight loss goals. Let's pick the ones with key upward arrow. Natto, pinto beans sprouted, soya beans sprouted, and soya bean tempeh. They increase your bacterial population diversity and discourage imbalance in your gut. You can eat neutral foods occasionally for nutrition and variety's sake. Type O. The avoid group chart of beans and legumes for blood type O. Let's pick the ones with downward arrow and find out what ill effects they have when they chemically react with your blood. They are copper bean, kidney bean, lentil, all types, navy bean, pinto bean, and soya bean pasta. They decrease your bacterial population diversity and encourage imbalance in your gut. Type A. In the avoid group chart of beans and legumes for blood type A, let's pick the ones with key downward arrow. Copper bean, garbanzo bean, chickpeas, kidney bean, lima bean, and navy bean. They decrease your bacterial population diversity and encourage imbalance in your gut. Type B. From the avoid group of beans and legumes chart for blood type B, let's pick the ones with key downward arrow. Black-eyed pea, butter bean, garbanzo bean, chickpeas, lentil, all types, mung beans, sprouts, natto, pinto bean, soya bean cheese, soya bean meal, and soya bean tofu. They decrease your bacterial population diversity and encourage imbalance in your gut. Type AB. From the avoid group of beans and legumes for blood type AB, let's pick the ones with key downward arrow and find out the ill effects they have. Black-eyed peas, broad beans fava, butter beans, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, lima bean flour, and mung bean sprouts. They decrease your bacterial population diversity and encourage imbalance in your gut. Weekly portion recommendation of beans and legumes based on your ancestry is all recommended beans and legumes 1 cup dry. If you're African descendant, 1 to 2 times, Caucasian 1 to 2 times, Asian 2 to 6 times. The weekly portion recommendation of beans and legumes based on your ancestry for blood type A is all recommended beans and legumes 1 cup dry. If you're African descendant, 4 to 7 times, Caucasian 3 to 6 times, Asian 2 to 5 times. The weekly portion size of beans and legumes for blood type B based on your ancestry is all recommended beans and legumes 1 cup dry. If you're African descendant, 3 to 4 times, Caucasian 2 to 3 times, Asian 4 to 5 times. The weekly portion recommendation of beans and legumes for blood type AB based on your ancestry is all beans and legumes 1 cup dry. If you're African descendant, 3 to 5 times, Caucasian 2 to 3 times, Asian 4 to 6 times. Subscribe. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. Hit the bell notification for new videos and see you in my next video. Until then, take care.